Okay, please give a big hand to Pak J.
This is, of course, our development, of democracy here is done by the people. It's not done by Habibie. He doesn't even understand what democracy is. He's a good fellow. Well, but he has to perform. He has not performed yet. I don't see yet. Where is Ganjar? But there are so many things actually, and the opportunity is there because the economy is so good for SBY to do more.
Yeah.
And he didn't do that. Why? No ball.
Jakarta Post ini merayakan ulang tahun Jakarta Post ke-40. Jadi dan tentu saja 40 tahun Jakarta Post itu artinya setengah dari umurnya Pak Yusuf Manandi ya. Karena pasti ketika dia sudah matang, dewasa dan sangat berpengalaman beliau membuat Jakarta Post ini. Kira-kira kita kalkulasi aja umurnya Pak J ini berapa ya? Gitu. Umur
68.
68 ya. 68 itu waktu dia nurunin Soekarno. Iya kan? Iya Pak? Nah, itu menggulingkan Soekarno 68 dulu Pak kan? Ya. Oke, dan awal-awal lu jangan diem aja dong, gue sendirian nih.
Kasih khotbah dulu.
Oh ya, khotbah dulu. Pertama-tama ini perkenalan dulu, nama saya Budi Ari Putro.
Saya Ari Putra.
Ya, kalau kami digabung jadi Budi Ari, Menkominfo. Pak JW kurang relate dengan Budi Ari Menkominfo karena dia hanya kenal Ali Murtopo dan Harmoko ya. Jadi hari ini kita akan bicara sebenarnya mengenai buku barunya Pak Yusuf Manandi, Testimony of Change. Meskipun ini hanya basa-basi saja, tentunya kita akan ngomong politik lebih banyak gitu ya Pak ya. Sebagai syarat aja Pak, prasyarat.
Pintu masuk.
Sebagai pintu masuk.
Jadi orang Minang beneran melakukan pemberontakan nggak Pak? Orang Sumatera Barat tuh beneran memberontak atau enggak Pak?
Kalau
Kasih mikrofon dulu Pak.
Mikrofon dulu Pak.
Nah, ini harus dipakai Pak.
jadi kalau biasanya orang Minangkabau itu kan biasanya bagian ngomong. Kalau ngomong bersatu. Kalau berantem lari semua. Bukan hobi kita pasti.
Bukan lebih banyak. Dan ada fakta bahwa pemberontakan TNI itu ternyata tidak ada korban ya Pak?
Tidak ada korban karena tidak ada tembak-menembak sebetulnya. Tidak banyak korbannya. Jadi hari pertama waktu Jenderal Yani menyerbu ke Padang, itu satu malam lamanya ditembak semua ke Padang itu, tapi hanya dengan peluru yang tidak mempunyai mesiu. Jadi bunyi saja yang gede. Satu malam lamanya sehingga semua PRRI itu sudah lari melalui Indarung ke Solo Lunto kemana-mana. Jadi karena itu makanya tidak ada perang. Jadi waktu Jenderal Yani punya tentara di Ponorogo itu turun di Tading di dekat waktu itu airport. Itu makanya mereka itu menyandang dia punya senapannya dan semua alat-alatnya perang itu sambil jalan-jalan seakan-akan mereka piknik. Nggak ada perang. Nggak ada perang. Itu yang terjadi.
Tapi minimal ada bunyinya Pak. Bunyi-bunyian ada.
Nah itu satu malam. Dan orang Minang yang bukan tukang berkelahi ini, bukan tukang perang, lagi semua.
Iya. Oke, ini kurang jokesnya kurang relate.
Nggak apa-apa. Nggak ngerti meriam mereka ini Pak.
Tapi betul nggak Pak itu bahwa pemberontakan we call PRRI Permesta itu memang man behind the gun-nya adalah CIA, Amerika Serikat. Ini kan selama ini mitos yang selalu ada.
Sama seperti mitos ini Pak.
Bukan mitos, kalau itu memang betul.
Nah, gimana tuh?
George Cain yang sangat terkenal membuat mengenai buku-buku tentang Indonesia dan revolusi itu. Dia pun menulis bahwa dalam salah satu bukunya yang terakhir bahwa memang CIA di belakangnya Betul ya. Dan mengongkosi waktu itu pemberontakan di Sumatera Barat itu dan di Sulawesi Utara. Jadi itu bukan hanya joke atau bukan hanya cerita mitos atau cerita burung, betul-betul terjadi.
Itu beneran ya Pak itu ya? Ada campur tangan CIA itu.
Oh pasti.
Itu gimana memverifikasinya gimana Pak itu?
Begini, kan kita tahu bahwa ada senjata-senjata yang hanya dipunyai waktu itu oleh Amerika saja. Dan itu di-drop dari Langkir, lapangan udara mereka, basisnya di Filipina, di-drop di atas Pekanbaru, di-drop di atas Medan, Belawat dan sebagainya. Dan senjata-senjata itu tidak mungkin dipunyai oleh orang lain kecuali Amerika.
Oh, jadi terlalu kentara juga Pak ya?
Sangat kentara. Dan itu pilot-pilotnya itu pilot dari Kuomintang, dari Taiwan yang mendrop senjata itu. Nah, tetapi ya karena kita memang harusnya menang, Benny Murdani yang pasukan PK-nya persis diterjunkan di atas barang-barang yang di-drop di Palembang itu. Sehingga ya bangsanya Basuka, bangsanya tembakan-tembakan meriam-meriam itu yang di-drop itu dapat mereka yang begitu di-drop, Benny diterjunkan di atas senjata itu. Jadi akhirnya mereka yang PRRI-nya tidak pernah dapat senjata. Yang senjata itu dikasihkan ke TNI itu atau diberikan sebagai hasil daripada pertempuran TNI.
Oke, ini nyambung dengan buku ini Pak.
Ya.
Kenapa? Karena Pak JW sendiri menulis, ini kumpulan tulisannya Pak Yusuf Wanandi ya, di Jakarta Post, dan tentu saja halaman-halaman awal itu adalah puja-puji untuk Yusuf Wanandi kan, memang saya rasa
puja-puji berlebihan.
iya, puja-puji berlebihan kepada Yusuf Wanandi, dan ini dimulai tulisannya ketika Anda menulis menjelang krisis 98. Ini tahun 90. Ini saya baru terima bukunya malam, jadi belum sempat baca banyak Pak, baru highlight sedikit-sedikit aja. Kembali Pak, kalau kita bicara mengenai turnover-nya tentang demokrasi kita 97-98, itu apakah sama Pak dengan peristiwa merah diperbesar bahwa asing global yang kemudian mendesain kerusuhan, mendesain pergantian rezim di tahun 97-98? What do you think?
Karena begini saya kira pada waktu itu Amerika menilai bahwa kita ini sudah dipengaruhi oleh PKI dan Partai Komunis dan tentu Blok Komunis. Jadi karena itu mereka itu mau mencegah ini jangan sampai terjadi, sebab mereka sedang mengalami perang Vietnam, di mana juga bahaya komunisme ke selatan itu memang real waktu itu. Jadi karena itu makanya ada usaha-usaha dari mereka untuk menopang mereka punya perang itu, sekaligus jangan sampai kita ini menjadi merah, menjadi PKI. Jadi karena itu mereka membantu kekuatan-kekuatan di sini yang merasa pada waktu itu negara ini juga sama mau menuju menjadi komunis, yaitu tokoh-tokoh Masyumi dan kemudian juga tokoh-tokoh dari PSI yang NO. Karena itu makanya mereka melakukan tindakan-tindakan yang sama sekali sebetulnya bertentangan. Karena masih ingat bahwa Allen Poe adalah salah satu penerbang yang disewa oleh PRRI untuk yang disewa oleh sebetulnya didukung oleh Amerika, dijadikan pilot yang mencoba membantu mereka.
Oke.
Di bagian timur.
Nah, ini kaitannya dengan 97-98 Pak. Krisis yang menimpa Indonesia yang berujung pada kerusuhan dan pergantian rezim.
Betul.
Ini banyak juga yang merasa bahwa memang Pak Harto memang sudah tidak bisa bertahan, memang ada macam-macam. Tapi banyak juga yang mengatakan bahwa Soeharto sudah tidak relevan lagi untuk Amerika atau waktu itu yang menang perang dingin, sehingga lagi-lagi kalau bicara dengan kembali ke kasus PRRI Permesta, kayaknya ini juga ulah global politics.
Pasti.
Waduh. Ini nggak susah basa-basi kawan.
Nggak ada kata malereng ini loh Pak. Bapak pasti atau tidak aja lah.
Pasti.
What do you think? Apa tondo-tondonya kalau bahasanya?
Itu biasanya ini loh, kita kan juga aktivis waktu itu. Waktu justru perubahan-perubahan itu. Karena kita ya, CSIS lah katakan dulu, itu ditolak oleh Soeharto sudah setelah 20 tahun. Kita 20 tahun bekerja dengan dia. Nah, tapi pada waktu kita mengingatkan dia, Pak, ini ada 2 soal minta perhatian. Satu adalah generasi baru ini berbeda dengan generasi kami dulu yang mendukung Bapak. Karena tidak ada lagi emotional binding dengan Pak Harto. Mereka juga tidak tahu mengenai adanya PKI, ada ideologi lain yang bisa mengganggu dan sebagainya. Jadi karena itu mereka akan terbuka saja untuk semua pengaruh. Jadi hendaknya Bapak mengetahui ini dan bisa mempersiapkan diri. Karena apa? Karena satu-satunya yang bisa membicarakan masalah peralihan kekuasaan di Indonesia pada waktu itu hanya Soeharto. Yang lain-lain belum berani ngomong, potong kaki lu. Suwitro potong. Ali Murtomo potong.
Ali Murtomo juga kena potong.
Iya, keren dong. Akhirnya kan dia nggak pakai. Dia bilang apa? Waktu meninggalnya Ali Murtomo dia bilang, you see, dulu orang bilang kalau ada Ali Murtomo ada Soeharto, lo lihat, udah mati dia nggak ada. Gua kasih ada. Itu dia ngomong sendiri. Jadi karena itu makanya, well, everything is of course relevant or irrelevant for him. Persoalannya itu saja. Jadi itu makanya terjadi apa yang waktu itu sudah terjadi. Nah kemudian yang hal kedua yang kita masukkan di dalam memo yang kita waktu itu sebagai CSIS.
Itu tahun 87 Pak ya kalau nggak salah.
Iya, betul.
Itu memo terakhir CSIS ke Soeharto.
Dan kita mengatakan yang keduanya itu adalah pertama, you have to prepare the nation, the younger generation for the change. The second one is the fact that you are involving yourself in so many issues unnecessarily, so that you are not having enough time even to think about the future. Jadi you harus jangan melu-melu sebetulnya. Urusan proyek-proyeknya ini loh.
Cawe-cawe ya.
Cawe-cawe proyek. Jadi ini untuk titik, ini untuk tutut, ini untuk kembang. Itu dia yang tentukan sendiri. Nah, saya ingatkan dia ini urusan kecil-kecil ini jangan lu ikut lagi deh. Itu, ikut dan pikirkan dia masa depan yang panjang. Dan cuma you yang bisa memikirkan itu. Karena kalau yang lain dipotong kaki.
Nah, izin Pak. Apakah bahasanya Pak Harto waktu itu udah saya eksplisit ini? Ini kan cara Padang ini. Nah, ini cara Jawa atau gimana?
Udah kalau Jawa lain mungkin ya, nggak tahu saya. Itu cuma dulu ceritanya Adican. Karena dia yang tahu Jawa bahasa Jawa. Kalau saya kan tahunya bahasa Padang cuma.
Ya, termasuk umpatan-umpatannya Pak ya. Tapi tanda-tandanya Pak Harto udah lewat batas, Pak CSIS sudah melihat sejak tahun 87 itu Pak.
Kita semua sudah melihat setelah 20 tahun dia berkuasa. Kan dia 66 sudah kuasa. Dia sudah ketua presidium 66. Jadi setelah itu kan sudah dari 66 itu sampai tahun 80 berapa itu sudah jelas dia itu yang berkuasa dan total. Jadi karena itu ya sebetulnya tanda-tanda itu kita lihat dan kita katakan kepada dia baik-baik. Kalau dia persiapkan dengan baik kan tidak jadi seperti sekarang. Tahun 89 kan terjadi bahwa kita terpaksa menjatuhkan dia.
98 Pak.
98 ya, 98. Itu karena ya sudah terlalu lama. Ini juga ada penyakitnya ada bisa di sini. Kalau enggak kita jawab waspada ya kan.
Jadi ada yang bilang bahwa CSIS dan Yusuf Wanandi dan kawan-kawan ada di balik 32 tahun Soeharto. Think tanknya Soeharto selama 32 tahun is not true ya Pak. It's not completely true.
No, they're all true. Ya,
Hah? Ada saksian baru nih Pak.
iya betul.
Mau dikoreksi Bu? Nah.
Kita terus terang sama dia.
Pak, kasih mikrofonnya lebih dekat.
Oh iya.
Nah.
Jadi kita terus terang sama dia karena kita salah satu yang bisa memberikan dia per memo pendapat kita. So we have to be honest with it. And since nobody knows about it, it's easier daripada kalau kita masih berkaul-kaul di koran seperti itu. Nah, jadi karena itu kita berani dan juga kita berpendapat yang bisa merombak waktu itu sistem politik, mencari pengganti kata-kata. Itu ketemu dia. Mau yang lain mana-mana berani.
Merubah sistem politik itu artinya meminta suksesi atau?
Iya, mempersiapkan presiden baru tau. Gimana itu? Orang
Gimana yuk? Kena pula kita kan gimana ya?
Iya, harus dipersiapkan. Kita ya maka itu kita ingatkan yang younger generation is different. Kita dulu takut sama PKI, maka itu kita dukung you. Tapi itu kan ada lagi the threat of communism has finished, and that's why kita bisa bilang sama dia sekarang waktunya lu persiapkan untuk masa depan. Dan masa depan itu ya termasuk penggantian orang untuk you itu. You udah abadi, mati juga atau apalagi?
Iya, benar. Iya, lebih dulu dia lagi dari Bapak.
Maka itu.
Itu fakta gitu.
Ini ya fakta-fakta Pak.
Kita relakan.
Iya.
Yeah. So we are very honest.
Iya.
He told him, and he never look at us again.
Dan apa Pak tanda-tandanya? Pak Harto
Pak Harto itu mengatakan
belum selesai pertanyaannya, Pak.
di depan kabinetnya sendiri yang pertama. Setelah ini kan MPR ada ribu-ribu seperti Penny Murdani ini kan. Sesudah itu dia jelaskan kepada kabinet baru, saya ini tidak mau bekerja sama dengan CSIS lagi. Betul. That is the first information he delivers to his minister.
Sejak memo itu.
Jadi memang ya dia tidak mau ya apa boleh buat.
Biasanya dia merespon memonya itu seperti apa Pak Yusuf?
Lo biasanya dia kasih no biasanya.
Izin Bang,
Ya.
Yes.
ada beberapa orang asing ya di sini.
Okay.
Bisa pakai bahasa Inggris?
Uh,
Is it okay?
Please allow.
It's okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. You can do bilingual, but let me ask him in bahasa. Okay Pak, it's okay ya?
Yeah.
Iya.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Please continue Pak.
Jadi the problem was then, that we thought, well, first we have the right to make one of the few ones that can write him directly a memo. And that's one of the memos we sent him, actually, was having consists of 2 points. The first point was that is now what has been asked, what have you said to him? Well, he said, of course, you are the only one that can change the system. And therefore, you have to prepare a new generation to come up. Because this younger generation, after me, has no more the threat of the Communist Party to face. So they are not afraid of anything.
That's your memo to President Soeharto at that time.
Yeah,
87.
yeah. And at some point too is the request actually, but you have to think about the future, Pak. You are the only one that can do this. And therefore, you have to do this on behalf of the new generation. Because, they are not the same as we have been helping you to become president. At that time. Because they were not having, communist threat or even also lesser a problem of the economy. And that's why we thought, it's time for you to do this. Up to 20 years. What do you want more actually? we didn't say that.
And then after that, CSIS
And then
dia persona non grata, right?
persona non grata. He said it to the cabinet openly. He said, I don't want you to deal with CSIS because I don't have any relationship anymore with them. That's what they said to the cabinet, not to me.
It means the CSIS become the opposition.
Well, we are
This CSIS become a Surya Paloh.
Well, our politics is very Javanese, as you know. We cannot say that publicly. Because I'm from Padang, I can say that. But Abichan will never say that.
Okay.
What relation, Pak, between the time when CSIS get persona non grata and the time when Jenderal Benny Murdani and also his clan itu getting decline also.
That's right. It's about the same time, right? And Benny was the one that most probably he is never opposed in anything against Soeharto. He is a loyal Japanese soldier, to be frank, and everybody can testify. But even he said to Soeharto, some of the issues on which he thought this could create problems in the future for Soeharto. And for that reason, of course, Soeharto thought or concocted it that Benny Murdani as a Catholic, of course, is close to the CSIS consisting of the Chinese also the Chinese Catholics and all that.
Oh, okay.
That's what he thought. And so he got rid of us. He got rid of Benny too afterwards.
Okay.
And from that time, Soeharto is also declining, Pak. From his power, or not?
Well, to be frank, he is not declining. The real, actually, coup against him, or the real, a big actually problem for him was, of course, the crisis. The monetary crisis made it possible for us to bring him down. Without the crisis, it will take us maybe 5 to 10 more years
Oh,
to get rid of him.
without crisis.
Yes.
And who created the crisis?
The
And
Americans.
can you tell us why the Americans is behind the Southeast Asia and particularly the Asian crisis?
So, to be frank, it is not the Americans. It's, of course, the system. Capitalism will bring by itself its fall, its problems. And that is what happened. It's not per se that the Americans have done it. It is the system that has brought it. And so it happened. And you were not prepared. I remember our members of cabinet at the time, telling me, we are fine. We have covered everything and got under control. That's what they said.
On your article in 97, you still predict our economy is still bullish.
Oh, bukan main. Mereka tuh yang ngomong.
Bukan main, secara Inggris, Pak.
It's not right.
Secara Inggris. Can you translate for?
Well, they really believe that the economy, especially the macroeconomic policies of Indonesia is excellent. We can do no wrong.
Really?
Of course,
In
I have heard it from the mouth of the lion. That means, of the Minister of Finance.
But it's different with Thailand there, right? Thailand is so worse.
At the beginning, it was Thailand that started it, right?
Yeah.
And we were not prepared because we thought we were out of it. And we are not getting that crisis. But of course, we are mistaken. Our ministers concerned were mistaken.
Oke. Pak, kita balik ke belakang, Pak.
Boleh.
Ya. Tadi Pak Yusuf bercerita soal spirit with Soeharto regime, ya.
Yes.
About two things. Ya. The first one is about the
Preparing for the
the next succession, yeah, and the second one about the Suharto family dynasty.
In
When
business.
when Suharto married with CSIS, and then he become more greener, lebih become Muslim, ya, Pak.
Yeah, also.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ya, ini because bisa jalan dengan CSIS.
Because he separated with the Catholic
Yes,
groups.
Yeah, the
Itu
Catholic
guys.
group. Yeah.
He become Haji, Pak.
Yeah, HM Soeharto, HM Soeharto.
But if you are becoming old, as Sharto did, definitely you are thinking that you are going to be there one day. And as you start to think about, you are going to be there, not too long in the future, then you start to pray. And that is happened with Sharto Pun. You go to Hajj, etc., all these dumb things.
Yeah.
But of course, he believes it, so what can you do? And that's how he also established his relationship with the military. He thought, well, this military under Benny might not be the most loyal one. And therefore,
Not loyal.
not loyal. That's why he doesn't trust Benny. And get rid of Benny.
Can you explain us about the unloyalty of Benny?
Ini kan menurut Soeharto.
Oh yeah, benar.
Soeharto thought that Benny was not loyal. According to me, he was too loyal.
Yeah. What is the indicator, Pak? Soeharto claimed Benny is not loyal anymore.
Well, there is one episode, and that is the creation of Ichme by Habibie.
At 91, 90, right?
Around
Around
that
90.
year. And then when he said, Pa, are you sure you would like to do this? Because that could create, maybe a bigger divide between Christians and Muslims.
Yeah.
Is that wise? Oh yes, of course it's wise. So therefore, they started to have some different opinions on several things, I think. And then there was, of course, also accusations against Benny that he may not be loyal, what have you. Of course, it is coming also
Yeah.
to Paraguay.
And it impact to the military, Pak.
Well, the impact to
Yes.
is that Paraguay is a little bit,
What is that?
wavering about the military.
Yeah.
Tidak tahu dia bisa percaya atau enggak nih?
Yeah. Kan we know at that time at the early 90s we know our military is separated into two groups. The red military and the green military. What do you think about the
Well, it is of course more overblown than real. In general, I think the military has kept themselves quite united until the end.
Oh,
You know?
that's the Fata Morgana. Yes.
I mean, but always like that. Right? When a closed system is there is the problem. A closed system, you just don't know where your enemies are because it's not in the open,
Okay.
and then you have problem, and then it's all your problem. Actually, it's not a country problem, but you do and make as if it's it's the country problem. It's not. It's just us.
Yeah.
About the future.
Okay. We back to 97 and 98 when the crisis come to Indonesia. Can you tell us, Pak, what is the reason that Suharto, our economy is very bullish, is very excellent at the time, but in fact we got a very big crisis at the time. What do you think? What's happening actually, and what the Americans did?
Well, again, this is a crisis of the system. It is not a crisis of the American. Of course, somebody said they were like this, they were like that. I don't believe that. I really believe it is a problem and an effect of the system that is of capital. There are times when they went down, and that's it. Then you have a crisis. As we almost had one actually this year and last year. But that is a normal, actually explanation for that. And that is what capitalist system will bring. Crisis is a normal thing. There's nothing wrong. So that is what has happened.
Why Soeharto didn't prepare?
Well, Soeharto didn't prepare. Why did his technocrats didn't prepare?
More specific.
There's more.
Yeah. Who's technocrat behind Soeharto at that time?
Well, there are two. One is Habibie and the other one is the technocrats.
Oh, the Berkeley technocrat. Hmm.
So they had not prepared Soeharto. That's what happened. They were not prepared at all. They thought in mid of 97 that everything was still okay. And then of course we started to get some sort of shock of the problems of Thailand. And then we started again. And then we went to Korea and also.
Okay.
It's related to the competition among the Suharto technocrats, like economics and technician.
Between themselves.
Yeah.
Of course.
Between the Habibinomics and the Wijoyonomics.
Yeah.
That's right. Of course, there are differences. Because Habibie's reasoning is, why should you work so hard and got all this coffee, so many tons of coffee to be exported? I'm going to sell only one plane and I sell more. But you can sell all your coffee. That is the reasoning of Habibie. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that is true. Because he doesn't know anything about technology.
And we spend lots of money for those projects, right?
Of course.
Play.
And actually, to be frank, we have not been so lucky to have that kind of technology yet. What Habibie wished for, to be able to get off the ground. Because he has not sold one plane. Everything is sold by Soeharto. To Thailand, in exchange for sticky rice. To Malaysia, to Mahathir, in exchange for his cars that were made in Proton Saga. Oh, that is all together eventually a barter. And when the Sultan of Brunei, well, I don't have to tell you what he did.
Why, Pak?
No, I mean, the Sultan of Brunei, he
Yes, in the past.
only had to say, please buy two. You will buy two.
Oh, begging to the Sultan.
This is not a begging. The problem is, of course, putting it on the top of the Sultan, whether he likes it or not.
Okay. So the Habibinomics is particularly contribute also to for the instability or nggak masuk akalnya ekonomi kita gitu.
Irrationality.
Yeah, irrationality of our economics.
Well, there are these two groups. Politically, they are competing with each other, right? And that is what happened.
And they fight to Soeharto recognition.
Who get Soeharto's ears.
Yeah.
Indeed, Soeharto is too tired to listen only to the technocrats. And would like to go to the people that knows about technology that he doesn't understand. Or he didn't understand. So that is what happened.
Okay. But okay, we turn back to 99, Pak.
Okay.
When Habibie get the power, 98, 99, when Habibie, we know Habibie is give a good fundamental for our democracy.
That's what he said.
Now, what do you think?
Well, this is of course our development, of democracy here is done by the people. It's not done by Habibie. He doesn't even understand what democracy is.
Pak, please lah.
So,
Probably he doesn't know about the economics, but actually he did something well in democracy.
what?
The result, but by the people.
Yeah, the election and the subversive.
Kalau udah kita paksakan bisa ya.
Oke, keluar dulu malam ini. Tepuk tangan sebagai we need. Jadi bisa jadi. Iya. Dengan dipantau.
I mean, I think this definitely, what we are aiming for so many years, and that is to have our kind of.
Pak, agak dekat dikit. Ini mikrofon.
Jadi kita mau memang, we will always have been the idea to have a democracy to be established. Because we have had, of course, our period of democracy in the 50s, but it didn't work. It was still, of course, we are still in the very developing stage, and then also politically, and so we have not been able to get a stable government to be continued by. One mistake was, of course, we followed the Dutch model. And the Dutch model has many parties. We also have many parties. In the first election, I think, we might have about 40 parties or something like that. So we were not, of course. That meant, as you have seen, with Israel now, with the other diversity of parties, we are not in trouble. They are in trouble too now. That Holland has always trouble with this many parties. Now they are in trouble again. So only a few countries are stupid enough, to follow the Dutch model. Including us. Ya, bodoh-bodoh tuh. Begitu.
Panama.
Pantuang.
Bule yang ngerti Pak. Yeah. So, ini bagus ya. This is the very good point because in many forum we always celebrate Habibie is the father of modern democracy.
You hero.
Huh?
He only made the back part of a rocky of what is it, the European club trade.
Airbus.
Only the back part of an Airbus is the one that he can make. That's all.
Yeah.
What else has he made? Come on. Let's be honest about it.
Okay.
But
Anyone disagree with him? With Pak JW?
The public perspective, Pak.
Yeah, in public perspective.
Fine, I mean.
No. Yeah.
I don't agree with it. That's all.
It was just because the people needs. The democratization is come from the people.
If the people doesn't want it, then he could not get anything. In fact, he lost in the NPR. He lost his presidential posting from the NPR because he didn't do his right thing. So how could you say he was the creator for democracy? The people created the democracy.
Wow.
And the international community also thought that Habibie give the East Timor referendum.
Now, what do you think about the East Timor referendum? It is a good legacy or different?
It all depends who you talk to. If you talk to the military, they hate it.
In your thought, gimana?
And they hate also the Habibie because of it. Right? And NPR said also it was a mistake of it.
The HPR is a politician, Pak.
We are all politicians. You
Benar.
also little politicians.
No. I just host. I just
Internship, Pak. Politician internship.
So, yeah. What do you think about the Timor-Leste things? Yeah?
East Timor.
East Timor.
I think if they want to have freedom.
Pak, microphone.
Mikrofon kasih dekat, Pak. Closer.
If you really want to give them the chance. Well, I've been struggling with this issue, right? On the East Timor thing. There are three groups actually, on East Timor. Three policies. One is the Armed Forces headquarters. The second one is Ali Murtabo, and the third one is Beni Bordadi. And these three policies were different from the beginning. Until the UDI, or the unilateral declaration of independence happened in November of 1970.
75.
75. November 75. Until then, there were three policies. After that, of course, all these policies become one. Because of everybody actually hated the fact that they declared independence. After that, they were united, of course, all these people. But before that, they were not united. The armed forces said, we just go in. Ali Murtado said, no need, because we can have a paper there.
Papua.
Yeah, right in Papua. And then the Beni Bordadi said, we can support that. Through our people getting into East Timor. But that has been all actually discarded because of this UDI by the president, which I think was a mistake. Even Ramos Horta, who was our guest here, recognized that was also not the best thing in our political effort. Because it create only problems with Indonesia for nothing.
Okay. To current politics, you still have
You
question?
still have a few minutes?
The questions, next question, or we move to the current politics?
Okay.
Yeah, we move ini time by time. Now in Habibie era, okay?
Okay.
Please be patient ya. You mau tahu kan Jokowi, Prabowo dan macam-macam kan? Pancingannya terakhir. Ini filter Monte betul-betul begini ya Pak.
Tukang pancing betul semuanya.
Mana Mas Taufik nih nggak bertanggung jawab Mas Taufik?
Philip katanya mau datang.
Enggak ya, takut.
Iya. Philip ini dekan di UI 3 Pak.
Betul.
UI 3, UI 1 aja bagus, gimana UI 3 Pak ya? Okay, now we move forward to Gus Dur.
Gus Dur
Patient Pak, patient.
Okay.
One of your close friend also kan Pak?
Sure.
Nah, what do you think about it?
I miss it. Because when we were busy at that time, thinking about the system under Suharto, we thought, why should it not be the best if Suharto pick up Gus Dur as his vice president? Then it will be much better because then this very stern policy of Suharto can be transferred into jokes by Gus Dur. That is beautiful. It's sad. But of course, Suharto would never like to listen. He would like to have his own people chosen. So Gus Dur never made it at the beginning to become the vice president of the Republic. We wish he could be at that time. And Suharto will live longer.
At that time too, it means at the early 90s.
And the early 90s and
So Gus Dur,
end of the 80s. Yeah.
okay, you think Gus Dur is much better than Trisno or Habibie also?
Of course. Gus Dur is unique. Unique for the world, not only for us. Only Gus Dur can make us laugh, even in difficult times. That's why, actually, he was too bad that he, became president when he was very unfortunately. Because if he was maintain his presidency, I think, and not become sick as he had been, then we should have to be the president time.
How did you help Gus Dur at that time, Pak, to fix the presidency, to maintain his presidency, or you don't care, this is your business?
That is really his secret. About maybe a few months before NPR
Status down.
the session, he came to us and this, as usual he did because we like each other, so we met regularly. And then one day, when about 3 months before the NPR, he said, "Don't worry, I will become president." We were all surprised.
Itu at 99 ya, Pak ya?
Yeah.
Before the FPR
3
session.
months before NPR. How do you want to become president? You cannot even see. We asked him, "Oh, don't worry about it. By then I can see." That's what he said to us. And I said,
Of course you don't believe at that time.
of course not. I wish you well, I said, but I'm not too sure whether it could happen. Oh, wait, be patient. I'll do it. And it happened, right? He has become president.
Yeah.
Whether you believe it or not, he was president. That was the secret and actually the miracle of Gus Dur's presidency. Incredible. Yeah. So, yeah, he believes in those things. So you cannot argue about it. And that it has become the truth. Well, he is really blessed.
But at that time, did you help Gus Dur to fix his administration, Pak?
Well,
To help him.
I am not myself involved, to be around him. But he has so many people and friends who has helped him. Incredibly. I mean, this is a man that everybody would have loved. And that happened. But then he has made a mistake, and that was made use of by not completely his friends to bring him down. Actually.
If you compare to build the fundamental democracy in Indonesia in early reformasi era, what do you think? If you compare with Gus Dur with President Habibie to build the fundamental democracy?
It's just no comparison.
Okay.
Habibie has been there because of Suharto. Habibie was not there because he's the brilliant man from Germany. He was there because Suharto thought, well, he's like my son. Because I know them when they were in South Sulawesi together.
Oh,
Suharto was there as a commander, to fight the Darul Islam, Kahar Musaka. And Habibie and family was also there at the same time. They live across each other. That's how they know each other. And later on, Habibie came back because of Ibn Sutowo invited him to come back, go to Pertamina. Because, as you know, Ibn Sutowo was busy with a lot of things based on Pertamina. So when he was called back, by Ibn Sutowo, he was again, introduced to Parso. Parso remember him as a small boy that was so clever that he was sent, to Germany. So that is the background, So he was never here for politics, basically. He was here because he wants to expand his capacity as, the technology.
And we move to Megawati.
Well, Megawati has not done very bad. I fought with Sofyan because he was supported SBY, I supported Megawati.
Oh,
At that time.
really?
Yeah, and we didn't talk for 3 months to each other until my mother got a little bit worried and brought us all to China for holidays. So we can talk to each other.
To fix the family relation about
To talk again.
3 months.
Yeah.
Only 3 months, Pak.
Yeah,
So,
okay. It's not a problem.
yeah, it's not a problem. Like 20 years. So what did you do?
So I said to Sofian at that time, I'm pro, Megawati because she is the perfect president. She doesn't argue for nothing. She doesn't scrutinize everything what her minister did. She only asks one thing: is that already right? You are sure? I can trust you. Okay, where should I sign it? That's all. And he signed it.
I don't read what I signed by then.
And there were good ministers like Budiono, Minister of Finance then.
Kuntoro apa? Doro Yatun.
Yeah, Doro Jatun is Menko. So,
Yusuf Kala juga.
Yusuf Kala was Vice President. No.
Menko also. SBY is also Menko.
Yeah. So Megawati did very good, on the economy. Actually, under the leadership of Pak Budiono and Doro Jatun.
Because she chose the very good technocrat
That's right.
behind the.
I have to admit that is right. So when he hesitated, there is always Pak Ala to take the decision, for the SBY. Or for instance, the increase of petrol.
Okay.
At that time.
Okay. For the contribution to democracy, Pak. If we talk about
Democracy.
Megawati presidency, yeah, kan? At that time we did 4 times amendment for constitutions, and we decided to held the first
Direct election.
direct election. And also we have KPK, the anti-corruption commissions.
Yeah.
What is it?
I think Megawati has been able to listen to her ministers and do the right thing. I think so. And that is why, I thought Soviet who was pro SBY, they got balls.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Move.
SBY.
SBY.
Well, SBY, of course,
10 years in SBI regime.
Yeah, we know.
it is a shame. 10 years of presidency
Yeah.
and nothing gets done.
So what do you think?
Fair enough.
We had stability,
Yeah.
we had democracy, we had Habib Rizik, we had
That is part
Local
of,
election.
that is part of democracy.
Iya, Pak, demokrasi. Local election, decentralization, Pak.
yeah.
I that decentralization started earlier. It started even on the Soeharto, actually. And of course, there's a plan.
The plan, Pak.
and the regulations were made before.
But execute at the SB presidency, right?
No, Habibie already.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Already did, So it's okay. But there are so many things actually, and the opportunity is there because the economy is so good for SBY to do more.
Yeah.
And he didn't do that. Why? No balls.
No what?
No balls.
Oh. Pak, ini sama loh Pak sama Bapak ngomong ngobrol sini.
Itu saja yang disebut kan tidak adil.
Iya. Itu kacau di mana nih Pak Taufiknya kan? Coba panggil Pak Taufik. Lanjut Pak, lanjut.
Okay.
Because no balls. Why?
Well,
No. You have to explain that SBY is a 4-star general. Pak. General.
Costa General is never lacked, an army, to that extent. I mean, his infantry, group that has to attack the Philippines at that time, after the, and then all 11 other groups already left to attack the hills. Only his one is still behind. Because he has to debate this, debate that. Bagus na, ini, begini. Tunggu sebentar. Until the whole regime just left on their own, left it behind. So, maka itu tidak pernah jadi panglima.
That's the true story, Pak. Benar.
No balls.
Yeah. But people love him. 2 times winning election, Pak.
Yeah.
Direct first time in the first direct
I
election.
have to recognize it. Of course.
He's the people hero.
I think now after that, most probably part of the people at least, will despise it. They were wrong, they know it. Nggak ada hasilnya toh. Apanya hasilnya? Mereka pakai, one when the prices of oil has to be increased because of subsidies, we were killed by the subsidies.
Yeah.
So we have to increase the prices of oil. 27 meetings of the cabinet has been held, and he could not decide.
27.
27. Sekarang we don't know. Nanti pangkalan saya oke. Sekarang besok kita di rumah saya ya. Kita ketemu. Karena ini dari saya begini.
Coba translate dulu untuk
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So Allah asked them then the cabinet to come to his house tomorrow so that they can decide on the hell. Actually today they have to decide. That is the 27th time. Right? And so Allah did. They are calling at home, and then and Kala just announced it on behalf of the president because he can himself, as PT, as vice president, could not make the decision.
Yeah.
So that's why he called Pak SBY. Pak, kita nih kabinet di sini nih Pak. We are now deciding on your behalf. And that is, we are going to heighten, the prices on your behalf.
On your behalf.
SBY was mad.
That
he
was mad.
Was mad.
Why?
Yeah, because he is afraid that they blame him.
Yeah.
Of course. So Kala said they do it on your behalf.
It looks like insubordination. We just know this.
You can
This
say,
story, what?
you can say that, or you can say it is friendly persuasion.
No.
Yeah. Right? Okay.
Pak,
So then it was done after our.
Pak, do you want minum sebentar? Do you want minum?
Okay, thank you. So the last question. No.
No. We still have a long time.
Saya ini dikena kan dia.
Salah Bapak pilih kita jadi moderator. Kalau mau tenang-tenang, pilih Vermonte aja Pak. Kalau bisa Bapak Sudiana.
Bisa normatif Pak, pilih Vermonte.
Iya, pilih Vermonte apa? Sama Pandang ini Pak.
Dia tambah lagi kata pengantar Bapak dari moderator ini kan. Dia puja-puji tinggi langit.
Okay. Yeah, but SBY is ini ya Pak, create a very good transitions in democracy. He held the election, local election, and he had also he chose to be neutral. He chose
Not cawe-cawe.
not cawe-cawe at that time. Now, what do you think?
This of course, is to get me out.
What do you think?
Bajingan juga.
He has a boss at the time, Pak. He chose to be neutral. He chose to not cawe-cawe. I'm the president of all parties.
He has the best times to build this country. That was the best time worldwide. And he hasn't done that. Not much. And that's why, we have been able actually to increase the growth and all that much higher. And we didn't have it because he didn't do it. So that's why I said, he could do much better than what actually has been.
Such as?
Well, and you said about the economy. The economy was in the best time that you could do to increase. And it hadn't happened because he didn't take the necessary action.
But he has a very good technocrat behind him at the time.
Pak Budiono.
He has Budiono, he has Sri Mulyani, he has
Khatib
Khatib
Basri.
Basri, he has Gita Wirjawan, you name it. He has Khairul Tanjung.
Yeah, okay. But he didn't listen to them.
Oh,
Or he didn't listen to them.
But
Or
microphone.
he didn't follow actually what they have advised him. That's what happened. And you can have 20 people, but if they don't listen, if the boss doesn't listen, what do you want to do? That's what happened.
Remove.
Okay.
Jokowi.
Patient.
Jokowi.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch this. Too many things, sorry. Because
But Jokowi
we still have one more year with him.
yeah.
So I better behave.
Yeah. He still have attorney and police, right?
Yeah. That's
To
Jokowi has.
catch up.
That's Jokowi has.
Okay, what do you want to ask?
As Jokowi has both.
Jokowi. Oh, he has the best.
Alhamdulillah, boleh ketawa tuh senyum. Artinya jokes kita nyambung.
Orang lain dah berani, dia berani. Udah usah dia diam, tapi dia paling lihat.
Kasih
Oh,
boleh.
Sorry, I thought he is the best because of the fact that he has many chances and he used them. And sometimes you don't even know that he is using his power. And that is what is happening now. Who is going to become the next president? You don't know. Only he knows. Jago dah, hebat dah. Yeah. That's why, I think he's very smart. He's street smart. Don't underestimate him.
Street smart ya, Pak ya.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Tapi juga
Presiden Widodo is a smart, completely smart, academic smart.
ya apa pernah?
Yeah.
He's president. He's not a professor. Right?
But he learns many things about Montesquieu, about the democracy, about the.
This man learned from the Japanese kingdom how to run the kingdom and how to let his people fight each other so that he can be staying on top of them. Right? Smart. Right. Don't underestimate this man. That's what I would like to say. Well, as a Minangkabau, I don't understand it completely.
Nah, Pak, can you tell us, Pak, how Japanese philosophy?
Oh, that you have to ask Hari Chandra.
No,
I'm not very up to date on.
No, Pak, in Padang perspective lah, ya. How Japanese that?
To be frank,
Okay,
to be frank,
you know seven president.
I think this one is really smart, and I say that with a lot of respect because you cannot expect otherwise when he started off, that he can do all these things. Yeah. But because he is just he is a mebel, tukang mebel. He is only a furniture maker, right? And a businessman. And he has been able to do all these things that he has done so far. This is incredible, man.
Yeah.
Very smart, as I said, street smart. And you can see in the next 1 year what still has to come about his gimmicks to win what he wanted to.
So there is no such thing lame duck in the end of the Jokowi's presidency?
No way.
Why?
Because he's too smart. He outsmarted you all.
Of course. Nah, can you explain Pak? Apa at that time 1 year before step down, Presiden SBY is decline
Yeah.
his power.
Of course, he will also get to that point later on. He cannot stay forever at the top. Right? But by then, when he gave it to somebody else, he knows it's going to be in good hands. He knows that this man is going to follow his example and his model of development. That is what he wanted, and that is what he wants to get. Now, whether he is going to get it completely or not, the time will tell us. But at the same time, you have to admit, so far so good. Well, do I agree with all the tactics? I'm not too sure, but that is his tactics.
Yeah.
But he is getting it fair and square. That is my vote.
Okay, many people compare Jokowi with Soeharto. Who is the smarter?
Oh,
Let's compare Jokowi and Soeharto, okay?
Soeharto is a general. He has had a experience of 30, 40 years to be the commander, general, what have you. Of course, he is not educated as good. Jokowi is a little bit better, but Soeharto has gone through his life with all kinds of issues and problems and overcome them. So as such, also smart. Soeharto is to a very large extent smart. But the problem is at the end, and now that's what Jokowi has to be warned for, and that is, if it's the end of your time, then you leave. Otherwise, you get into trouble. Like Soeharto did. Soeharto also, would like to do this, to do that, and forever, in eternity. How could he do that? And of course, that's why he missed the boat. Hopefully, this man is not. Hopefully, he's smarter than Soeharto. Not to make the same mistakes, to wish for whether he could forever run the country. No way.
Pak, kalau katanya orang Medan gini Pak, Jokowi bilang gini, ku taunya aku diumbang, tapi aku sur.
Sur sekali ya.
Iya. Boleh nggak tahu nih Pak? Iya.
Oke.
Yeah, but many people compare Jokowi looks like Soeharto. How to
Sama-sama Jawa satu.
luar lagi
Ya,
ya.
dan kemudian sama-sama background. Artinya sama-sama orang miskin, sama-sama orang bawah dan sebagainya. So he is one of those that has gone from below, from a very poor family background, etc. And the same thing, the same experience, and both has done very well on all the things that they have done so far. Well, I, if you ask me, I'm going to do all this in the same way. I doubt it. I don't think so. But what they have done so far is incredible. You think we are banana republic, right? And now you know with this man alone, you cannot beat us. So he has brought Indonesia to a certain extent the respect that we deserve.
Okay. We move
Move to the 2024.
Okay.
before we have a Q&A ya Pak ya.
Okay.
Sabar.
Masih lama.
Sabar, bro. Endurance Bapak, Bapak di rumah juga nggak ada yang ajak ngomong kan? Jadi di sini aja. Masih penting kita ajak ngomong Pak.
Okay.
Apa?
What do you ask?
About the
Current election.
the current politics
Situation.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
big coalition and small coalition, yeah. and the opposition coalition. Yeah. It divided in three groups, ya, Pak. Yeah. Three groups. How you think about the Jokowi endorsement?
That is the big problem.
Yeah.
Well, let me say, so far so good. Of course, coalition here, coalition there. This always is still in the state of flux. This is not the end of the story yet. And therefore, you cannot say, oh, this coalition very strong and that coalition very weak. You cannot say that because it can change.
Yeah.
And that is still working. It's a working actually coalition. So therefore, don't be too quick to make your conclusions of the development. You have to look very carefully at what is still going to happen. This is not the end of the story, according to me. Prabowo now has the upper hand, fine. But that does not mean that he's going to become president not next year. It depends on you and you.
Why?
Because you have chosen.
Oh yeah.
Who
Also
is
you, also you.
Me
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Well, of course I have to choose. But whether I have to choose the same one, like you, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oke. Apa namanya? Apa lagi ya? Ya, Jokowi endorsement ya menjadi.
So I think Jokowi plans, of course, that he has some influence to the next level.
Ya, Pak, ini banyak yang mengkhawatirkan. Many people is very worried. It will be a very hard battle between not Prabowo versus Ganjar, but Presiden Jokowi versus Presiden Megawati.
Yeah.
In this kind of situation. Now, what do you think?
Well, there is some worry about it. There is some worry about that. But those are basically statesmen, right? And you can also expect that they will, of course, respect the unity of the country. They will respect that a certain democracy is going to be established. And all the projections of you now saying this could happen, that could happen, it could, but it could also happen for the best. We don't know yet. It's too early to say this is the end of the story. So that's my point.
Mantap juga cara menghindarnya ya.
Dia lihai, gue juga lihai dong.
Pak, what do you think about the eldest President Jokowi's son, Gibran Rakabuming, the mayor of Solo, have possibility become a
Vice President. Well, it is his right if whatever constitutional court is willing to accept that, that proposal from all corners of the earth to have a president or a vice president below 40 years old. So be it. You cannot escape that. But even then, there might be other factors that will come into the fore, into the play. And you cannot escape that. So don't write this off and write that off and all that. It's still it's still very open. I wish for a certain development. You wish for another development. Fine. Let us compete, in a democracy, right?
Yeah.
So what is wrong? What is wrong? Nothing wrong. So what is wrong now? Not yet that I see anything wrong. But the problem is, of course, we will see further how all these new developments about the coalition, about all these gatherings of political parties together, whether that is going to be for real or not for real, it's still a question mark. Every day they change. How do you know that they are not going to change? Before November, right? So I think let's watch and wait
Okay. Okay, please give a big hand to Pak James. So this is the time for you, guys, everyone, to ask him. Pak, last question. What is your opinion about the three potential presidential candidates? Ganjar, Anies, and Prabowo. We start from Anies.
We have
Ya,
Anies, of
kenapa
course,
Pak mikrofon harus pelan-pelan dengan santai?
you know, Anies, well, is a scholar, right? And he has performed as a governor mediocre. He has not really performed anything, really, compared to his enemy, Ahok, to be fair. You know? So, if you ask me why of the three, definitely Anies. Nggak bisa ya, mana bisa? Orang pintar sekali, terlalu pintar, karena itu nggak bisa. Gitu. Satu, yang kedua,
Ganjar.
Ganjar. Well, Ganjar is a farm from Central Java, right? So, what do you want to expect from a farmer? To be frank.
Agraris kan kita the nation of agraris itu.
Agraris. Lu kan sekarang semua pakai mesin. Agraris. Ngomong kosong. Ya kan? Maka itu, nggak ada itu. Pokoknya, but he is a nice man. He is a good fellow. Well, but he has to perform. He has not performed yet. I don't see yet. Where is Ganjar? Right?
Yeah.
So if he doesn't show up, and it's also always depend on Ibu, he cannot get it.
He doesn't show off or
He doesn't show up enough as a leader.
microphone.
Not yet. Okay, fair
Microphone.
enough, you know. Lain kali itu kasih gua mikrofon yang lain.
Iya, tolong lah. Lain kali pakai clip on aja di mana-mana. Bisa langsung ya.
Mesti 2 kali.
Panitia.
Okay.
So the last one. The last one.
And the last one. Well, this man has been known before as a Christian. Right? Well, people who has been an opponent of his now said, after knowing him better, after meeting him several times for several hours, said he has sinned. Do I believe that? Is the question mark. Right? So, of course we have to give him a chance. Right? And if he can change, why not? For the better, for the country. But whether it's true or not, let's see. We have still another 40, 50 days, you know, to look what's up, whether he really